biggest threat with disasters is, yes, we've got our machinery insured, yes, we've got our sheds insured, we've got liability on the farm. However, the biggest asset on the farm is themselves. If they haven't insured themselves properly and adequately, the farm will collapse due to a sickness, injury, or even death. So if they want to keep their farm running, where their income's coming in, because if they're unable to work it, sure, they've got people that might be able to come in, labourers and stuff like that, to do it, but they're going to need more people, a manager or something like that. So all of a sudden their income has dropped substantially due to the extra person managing their farm.
Well, I think a lot of the business planning that goes into looking at issues that are relative to what a farmer's looking for or needs often comes after a disaster. So they've gone through the trauma of having an event that's changed things, whether it be a disaster or something like this. And often the business planning hasn't been addressed in as much detail as assets of the farm. So they may have looked at addressing things like, are we covered for all our machinery equipment? But how does that affect the farm going forward in terms of partnerships and relationships they may have had? So if we don't look at these in detail, a lot of the the need for proper insurances or proper structuring of those insurances can mean that farmers can put themselves in a worse position than before they started. Well, you really need to make sure that who you're entrusting, your information to is really going to hold that confidentially and also be licensed and qualified to deal with it, and also has a reputation in the market that they give honest advice. So I guess through things like to answer your first question, pick up the phone and call someone and try and get them to come and see you and get in front of them and just see how you feel about that person, because if you don't have a good feeling about it, then you're entrusting something that's probably the most important thing in your life to them, one of the most important things in your life. The second thing is you can validate who they are by who they're associated with.